It's so easy in modern times to disassociate from reality and check out a life before you've even lived. This is a blessing. Trying to white knuckle artificial purpose will lead to a life of purgatory. And I'm speaking from experience. There's been times in my life where I haven't been a fan of the mirror's counterpart. I've disliked who I was as a person and had a resentment towards who I am. And in order to get to where I am now, I had to die and be reborn in a more spiritual sense than a physical, but it's still a death and it's constantly changing, constantly altering. But for too long, I chose a life of disassociation. Rather than facing what I didn't like about myself, I just didn't think about it by means of pornography, by eating, by smoking, video games. There's so many vices, so many ways to disassociate in today's age, and that's dangerous. It's so easy to forget who you are and live a life of complacency. Live your life in a box, and you're not doing anybody a favor. You're wasting this precious gift. Like, think about how rare it is to be alive. 1 in a billion? Like, that is crazy, and you got that opportunity. 1 in a billion, and you are here, and you're just going to waste it? You're just going to, waste your life in a box of comfort? Knowing that you're capable of more. That's crazy to me. That is hell. That is purgatory. Why? That's self-inflicted wounds. Anyone you're blaming for why you can't be great, why you can't do what you've always dreamed you wanted to do, you're giving that person power over you. Typically, it's the people that you dislike in your life. Whether it's an abusive father or a mother who neglected you, you are giving them power over you when you identify with not being able to do what you want to do because of them. They've already hurt you enough. Stop allowing them to hold power over you. Reclaim that. Reinvest that into yourself. The best investment you can make, the SME 500. For real. Put all your time, all your energy back in yourself. That's something I've been working through recently. As far as relationships with other people, how much energy is expedited towards them, you forget to put it back into yourself. And at this stage I'm in my life, I don't got too much left over. To get to where I want to be, it takes all of my energy and some. A surplus of love is apparent, and I want to give that to all the people in my life who I care about, which there's no lack of, but it's unsustainable. I need to reach a place of abundance to then provide for others. But at this current juncture, I haven't proved anything. I don't have the means to help people like I wish I could. And that takes a long time. That takes a lot of work, but that's the journey. That's what I'm here for. That is life. That is life. That is the blessing of life, is all the pain and suffering that I know I'm going into, walking headfirst into a lot. And I'm here for it, man. Sign me up. The universe is vastly larger than we can ever contemplate. I don't believe death is something to be feared. I think it's something to be welcomed with open arms. No suicidal shit, but I'm excited to die. I really am. I'm hype. I'm genuinely so excited to see what's on the other side of that veil. What's going on past this dimension, this cosmos. Like, what happens? Who knows? That's the most beautiful thing, is no one's ever survived death, so no one really knows. It's all up for interpretation. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of theories about what happens after you die, but there's only one way to find out. Only one way. And I'm taking my time. I'm here for the long run. I'm excited to live a long, prosperous, abundant life. But at the end of it, I'm not afraid to die. When my time comes, so be it. Let's go. Wrap it up, pack it up, deuces. We out. It's been fun. It's been fun, but I'm calling it quits. And who knows, that could be tomorrow. That's what makes life so sacred and blessed too, is you never know when your time is. All I know is that death shouldn't be feared, but rather celebrated. I want to live a life worth celebrating. And pain is inevitable. There will be peaks, there will be valleys, and everything in between. You will experience it. But I encourage you, instead of disassociating from the negative, to be present and take a breath. And I'm working on this currently. It's hard. Sometimes it's really hard. It's really easy just to check out and disassociate. And when times are good, it's funny because it seems like the harder you hold on, the faster it fades. Because time just continues to speed up. As you get older, I feel like time goes faster. If you just think about it mathematically as a fraction of your life, that's why when you're 10 years old, 6 months is a lifetime. It's like, holy shit, Christmas is 6 months away. It sounds like forever. But then as you get older, that fraction gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So 1 out of 10 is 10%, but 1/60th, when you're 60, a year is like that. So it just continues to speed up. So don't waste it. Don't forget to take time, smell the roses, be grateful, take a breath. It is what it is. It's all love. Nothing will change. Nothing changes until you change. And if you're not happy with where you're at, you have no one to blame but yourself. Take accountability and make moves. You know what you need to do. Just listen to your own advice and you'll be a whole lot farther than you are right now. Easier said than done. I know. But it's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. As boys, we're taught to suppress, and I can speak from experience when I say that it's not sustainable. And after a period of time, that suppression implodes inside of you and leads to very dangerous things. That's why there's so many weak men, and masculinity is on the decline in our generation. There's a war raging on masculinity, and masculinity is not a bad thing. Society purports that now and tells you that it's bad to be masculine. Man, it's quite the opposite. That's what we need in our life right now. We need masculinity, divine masculinity. Masculinity is a beautiful thing. It's power. That's a whole different video, though. But don't forget to die. When your time comes, don't run away. Open your arms and be grateful for what you had. And if you wasted life, that's tough. Best time to start is 10 years ago. Second best is right now. You don't know how long you got left, so what you wasting it for? Stop disassociating. There's so much more out there than that. I'm speaking from experience. I've been there, and it doesn't feel good, and you don't think it can ever feel good, and that's not true. That's an illusion. That's disdain for yourself, and that is inhibiting your own mental and physical progression as a human, as a monkey descendant. You are capable of a lot. They say the secrets to the universe are encoded inside of our DNA. Now, whether you believe that's a little kooky, but I like to believe it. I like to believe things that benefit me, that improve my life. I'm not going to believe in something that lessens my self-perception or decredits what I'm capable of. You got to understand how powerful your mind is, and what you think is what you are. What you put your energy into is what you will become. Who you surround yourself with is who you become. You're a product of your environment. Don't be afraid of death. Don't be afraid of change, because one thing's for sure, it will change, and the harder you try to hold on, the faster it fades. And Nietzsche, the law of impermanence. No matter what happens, peaks and valleys, everything will change. Over a long enough time horizon, everything fades to dust. Always love. Always love. Always love. Everybody dies.